The next part of our work, we need to start creating, if you will, these pockets and profiles. What I mean by that is something that's raised and something that is obviously cut into the material. So we have an inner circle to cut, we have an outer area to cut, and then we have an inner rectangular square that we need to cut, and we also have these drill profiles as well as these drill profiles that we need to work on. Well, let's start simple. One of the first things we need to do is profile this outside edge and leave this center circle. So if we're going to circle cut, let's go ahead and look at our measurements here. We need to actually put where that circle is going to be. So we're going to be at 121 millimeters from the edge, and we're going to be 44 millimeters up. Now, this will be a constant reference point that we will work on as we set this up. So I will set up my X start, okay, at 25 millimeters, and then I will set my end at 153. Then I'll have my start at 83 millimeters and 6 millimeters here. Now, that is what's happening in terms of the outside profile. All right, we're doing a circular profile. Now we need to talk about what is the circular dimensions. So I'm going to have a diameter of 51 millimeters. I'm going to have my X center, Y center located right there. And then I'm going to have my Z end. Now we have to think about our Z start is at -1. If I want to reset my tool height, I can do that. But if I just go with the reference that my Z start is at -1, I won't have to make any changes and I can continue my work. So we are going to do a circular profile, which will clean out this area and leave this raised section. Let's go to PathPilot and let's set up the circular profile conversational piece. All right, so now I'm going to do a circular profile. I need to make sure that over here, when I first set this up, I have my profile set up as a circle, not a rectangle, and I'll show up with this screen. Now, again, I'm going to keep these all very similar. Because we're doing a little bit more of a circular pattern, I can bump this up because I'm feeling pretty confident that 700 millimeters a minute will be just fine, especially with our step over. I'm going to bump that up just a smidge to 0.9 millimeters, but my X start will be at 25. I'm going to have an end of 153, just a little bit over that 152. Same thing here in terms of 83 millimeters start as I work through. Now this is where I need to go to the drill tab and make sure that I put in my X center and my Y center of 121 and 44. That way from the work coordinate, it knows how far to go over and set up that center. Then I'm going to work on a -2.2 end cut in terms of my Z, again noting that -1 is my start point, and I will do a a 1 millimeter depth of cut. So it'll be essentially 3 passes in order to get that done. So I'm going to go ahead and click finish with this, and I'll go ahead and hit close, and I take a look at my profile, and this looks just fine for creating that circular profile that's going to stick up, cutting everything else down.